Hello, friend. I'm Shane Vozar, and I started a new little business called Helpful Hillbilly, and it's going to be a newsletter. And I sent you here so that you could learn the secret of Branson's biggest competition and how they made 504 million off of public domain. And the secret is, or off of a free resource that's available to everybody. And the secret is Disney made $504 million off of the movie Aladdin. And the story of Aladdin is in the public domain, and that means that anybody can use the story and the character however they want. It's this really cool thing called the public domain. And I made a full feature length video about public domain. And but first, I want to show you something. And this is a video taken from the full length video that I made about public domain. This is one segment, and I gotta warn you, it's not great. My voice is all messed up because it's monotone, and I'm also crying throughout a lot of this because I have a mood disorder. But, anyways, it'll teach you more about this concept and all the money that Disney's made off of it. So let's watch now. Adding your 2 cents. The thing about public domain content is that it's available to everyone. So the question becomes, how can you take something that is available to anyone and make it unique? You could add illustrations. You could add commentary or annotations. You could translate the work into a language it didn't exist before. You could modernize the characters, and that is only a few small ways. Consider this small list of things that have been done to profit from public domain assets: creating a new book cover, modernizing the story and or characters, creating an audiobook, adding illustrations to a book that previously had none, publishing direct quotes from the book, creating an ebook, creating supplemental worksheets or material for the book, translating the book into other languages, simplifying the wording of the book, writing a screenplay based on the book, creating a children's book from the storyline and or characters. In all these cases, the point was always to add some new value to the existing work. By adding your 2 cents to the public domain asset, you make it unique. But more than that, you give yourself an opportunity to allow people to see the existing work in a new light. This can be very profitable. Disney is a $184 billion company. Yet many of their assets are based on characters and stories that were in the public domain. Consider Aladdin, derived from a folktale in 1001 Nights. That book was written in 1706. Disney turned that story into a cool 504 million bucks. Think about Alice in Wonderland. It was based on a book by Lewis Carroll from 1865. Disney cashed in for a whopping 1.02 billion on that one. So they rebooted that sucker as well. So double dipped and sequeled the heck out of that book that is in the public domain. A Bug's Life was taken from Aesop's Fables. Disney turned that into a 363.4 million cash cow. Cinderella was taken from Charles Perrault's Grimm's Fairy Tales written in 1697. Disney turned that into a cool 85 million plus a bunch of sequels. I could go on and on with Disney. Atlantis, Chicken Little, Christmas Carol, Fantasia, they all come from works that were in the public domain. Disney took them, put their own style on them, and utterly cashed in. You could argue that Disney's entire business is built on the back of public domain stories and characters. How did they do it? They took something and added their own 2 cents to it. Whether it was modernizing the characters, adapting styles, or changing narratives, Disney was up for it. Many times they took very well-known characters and stories that were already loved by millions of people, so in that way they rode the celebrity of the original, and they endeared those stories and characters to new generations. But you don't have to be a multi-billion-dollar company to make this happen. The fundamentals of what Disney did can be used by anyone. Step 1, take an existing property in the public domain. Step 2, add your own 2 cents to it in some way. Add value to the thing that already exists. Disney didn't just turn these stories into movies. They built entire franchises around those characters. But it all started with just taking something that already existed, was already great, and thinking about how they could add some value to it. In our next email, we are going to be digging deeper into profiting from public domain content. But for now, think about some of these ways I talked about changing the content, adding to it, and putting your own unique spin on it. Reflect on Disney. Okay, friends, so as you can see, the public domain is a great resource that everybody can use for free and make money from it. Like Disney made $504 million from the movie Aladdin, and it's something you can do if you just be creative, come up with an idea, and then take action, and you can totally make money from the public domain. And I made a full feature-length video about the public domain and how to make money with it, and it has 30 resources of places you can find public domain material, and it has just all kinds of ideas and talks about how to take public domain and then profit from it. It's a pretty cool movie. Well, I shouldn't call it a movie. My critics always tell me my feature-length videos aren't movies, or they shouldn't be called movies. And honestly, it's not that great, but it is free. The information is great. But like I say, I have a monotone voice. People brought that up. I'm crying throughout the video. Somebody brought that up. But it's feature length, and it has a ton of information about the public domain. And I'm giving it away for free. All you gotta do is enter your email below this video. And then I'll send you a link to where you can watch the video, the feature length video, on my sister YouTube channel, and it'll be an unlisted video, and you can just go there to my partner channel with YouTube and watch the feature length video all about making money with the public domain. And this is something I've done. I've actually done this, and I'll probably show you some examples here. Basically, I learned about a way to make money called ACEO cards, or artist trading cards, and I learned that there's money in it, and I got an idea, and then I took action and made $200, and it was all using the public domain, a free resource that gives away public domain material. And so I would put the public domain comic books. It was old comic books, and I'd put them on my tablet and then draw the pictures onto these little trading cards and then sell them on eBay, and I made a couple $100, and that was all through the public domain. So this is something I've actually done and made money with, and you could too. And I have a feature length video all about public domain and making money with the public domain. Just enter your email below, and then I'll automatically send you a link to the movie on YouTube, an unlisted video, and you can watch it for free and learn more about public domain and how to make money with public domain. So just enter your email below, hit the subscribe button, and I'll email you that instantly, the link to the feature-length movie about making money with the public domain. Thanks so much.